Hello everybody, it's Moon here. Welcome back to WolfQuest and the Dragon Pack. Which again hasn't technically been named yet, but we are here with Igneous and Ash, who are still in their trial period, but I think they're getting along pretty well. I think we are thinking we're going to go with her. And I think we're probably going to end up settling up in this northern area here, probably, but we were exploring a little bit down here. We didn't really get very far. The Bumpus Butte pack was not very happy to let us explore down there, but I think we're about ready to start getting our pack set up. So let's go ahead, do a bit of bonding, maybe do a hunt to get these guys a little bit. Wow, that is a lot of bone scent. Lots of antlers, I think. But I guess we can go ahead and go for a hunt, maybe. Let's maybe head a little bit more up north if that's where we're wanting to settle. Eventually, I think Igneous would definitely want to take over as much of the map as possible. So I think there is potential for more exploring down south, but I think for now we're going to be settling more up north. But let's see if we can find something to hunt, something that's maybe not super fast like pronghorn. Oh, and I did go ahead and call the our Devil's Den rival, who we killed last episode, Lucifer. It matches the Devil's Den theme, so I just thought it was somewhat fitting, but yeah, I also went ahead and marked the pack leaders, but if you have more specific names that you think would fit for them, be sure to let me know, and we can give them more official names. But yeah. Ah, here's our friend the lynx again. I'm not smelling any elk. We passed some mule deer, but I'd kind of like to get a more official hunt done. We are in, let's maybe veer this way. We're getting into Stranger Wolf territory. Not that Igneous really minds too much, but we're wanting to settle more in this area, so I think we'll want to kind of veer this way anyways. What is this? Is this a den? Have we found this den? I don't think this looks familiar. It's kind of a fun little den. It's not quite in the area that I want to go, but it's a fun den. I like this like kind of pointy, rocky kind of look. A solo bison here. He's not emaciated, but it's interesting that he's just by himself. There's the radio tracking antenna again. Oh, here it is. If we ever get a pack mate with a radio collar, it'd be interesting to come find this again. Wolf skull. Now that is a good look for Igneous. The wolf killer. I'm still just not picking up any elk scent, so I think at this point it's just gonna be whatever we can find. There's another den here. Another den along Tower Creek here. It's kind of nice. Good to know. Oh, here comes company. Any new wolves in here? Oh, we have met the pack leader here, Mr. Devil himself. Wow, he's a bit old for Miss Devil there. You've got an old mate there. Maybe I will pick on the old and weak. He's not too good on health either. He's at like half. Oh, we're spinning. We don't have great stamina. It doesn't leave us a lot of stamina to hunt either. Let go of her. Hey, you guys are ganging up on her. Come on. Get out of here. Where is Mr. Devil? There he is. Oh. I'm mashing my keys a little. Clicking some of the wrong things. Every time I try to grab, somebody else grabs me. Is anybody super low? I might go for them first to get them running. Somebody was really low. 1405. Okay, you're mangy anyways. Maybe you deserve a little mercy. Gosh, the stamina makes it difficult. Oh, be careful, Ash. She's still not too bad on health. She's about half. That's not the worst. Though there is potential we could have to call this off for stamina reasons. Oh, seriously? Baiting me to cross just to... Oh, come on, make up your mind. Here, let's pull her away from the water, maybe. Here we go. Oh, come on, stop going into the water, coward. Oh. And Ash is starting to get low. I'm still impressed with how long she can hold her own in these fights, but we might have to call it off on account of the stamina being too low that we can't take them down fast enough to protect Ash. Yeah, we're gonna have to call it off. If we can maybe chase these guys... Oh no, those are pronghorn. I thought they were mule deer. But yeah, we're gonna have to leave for Ash's sake, and also because our stamina isn't high enough, but we will be back. Maybe after a hunt and some rest, because, whew, the stamina is so difficult. We're kind of deep in... Well, we're not too deep in their territory. Not as deep as I thought. Igneous does not like backing out of a fight, but... It's just gonna take us too long to whittle them down with this low of stamina, and to be honest, I think he's just gonna get a little bored. Of trying, especially if she's gonna keep trying to bait them into the water. That's lame. If we do a rally, can we pick off that female? Or is that not enough of a boost? It doesn't look like it boosted us at all. Oh, and now I smell elk. Well, I guess we're doing an elk hunt. Ash will probably have to sit out most of the hunting, but Igneous can handle it. Oh, there's another bear trap here. I think that's a different bear trap. I don't think it's the same bear trap. Maybe it's the same bear trap. I don't know. I'm not very good with, like, directions, so I don't know if that's the same bear trap or not. It looks like we might have some competition for this herd. Looks like it's just one measly male. And he's getting them running, so, you know. Maybe we can even steal his pick. Let's see who he's going for. Maybe we can steal it off of him. Get the health whittled down a little extra from him. Steal his kill. It's also not very often I see, rival wolves hunting, so, it is interesting. And she is pretty low now, so, you know, don't mind if I do. I'm not gonna pass up on a hunt made a little bit easier. Igneous isn't afraid to steal. She would fall, that would also make it easier, so that we don't have to catch up to her with our stamina. Is he still following us? Oh, I think he stopped chasing. Ouch. Almost. Careful, Ash. Okay, we've got her down at least, so she's almost done. Oh, no, she's getting back up. Ooh. Ouch. And there we go. And then we can eat, and then maybe do a little bit of bonding before we sleep. Try and get our affinity up. That is one thing with Igneous and Ash, is that I feel like their affinity doesn't go up very quickly. I feel like she's a good pair, but it doesn't seem like she likes us much. Our affinity hasn't really been going up much this whole time. There is genuinely a chance we might have to reconsider if the affinity doesn't go up. Because Igneous, I mean, he's not the nicest wolf. He's kind of hard to get along with, so I don't know. If Ash doesn't like him, then she doesn't like him. But I do hope that they'll get along, because they do work well together, and I am very impressed with how well she maintains herself in fights. But let's go ahead and get some sleep. And then we'll see how much we can get affinity up in the morning. Oh, and here is that wolf we stole the carcass from. He does not look pleased. Ash does not care. What is he doing? Oh, he's got a radio collar. Seriously? You're just gonna lay down? Hey! Yeah, get it. Oh, there's more wolves over there. How many are those? Also dispersals? They look like they're just watching the fight here. They just want to see how this plays out. Hey. Oops, I didn't mean to growl at Ash. Okay, so I think he's going off, but now these guys are coming in. Or at least this guy is. Hey. Watch yourself. There is a lot of competition on this carcass here. Oh, and the siblings are coming in. Madison. You guys do not want my carcass. I have killed before for food. Hey, let go of her. Hey! Get off of that. That is my food. I will kill you. If anybody takes a bite of this carcass, that is their last bite. Get out of here. Oh, I'm gonna get dizzy. I might go grab their brother if they're gonna be this aggressive. Grab the weakest link here. Okay, they're fleeing, I think. A wise decision. Very wise decision indeed. Did that make you happy, Ash? Did you like that? Is our affinity going up? Alright, let's get some food. Go on. Ladies first. We are at 81, that's not bad. But I don't feel like it usually takes this long. But then again, we have been doing a lot of exploring and not as much hunting and fighting. Well, we've done quite a bit of fighting. But that could be why the affinity's going a bit slower. We're taking a lot of time to explore and letting it drain without replenishing it with a hunt. So that could be it, but still, if affinity doesn't go up enough, then we might have to reconsider, but for now, I think let's get some more sleep. Let's get us all rested up. Oh, there's coyotes here. Oh, I can't pee aggressively in their presence. Get out of here! Stupid little coyotes. Ow! Get out of here. I will kill you if I need to. I might just kill you anyways. You're a coyote after all. Nobody likes coyotes. Ah, come on, so close. There we go. Okay, that other coyote's probably on our carcass now if we're not careful. Taking too long to, oh no, he's over there. There we go, let's get some food. Oh, and here we go. Okay, so Ash does like us. I think we'll go ahead and take her as a mate. I think, Affinity was a little slow there, but I think once we've kind of finished exploring and we've kind of settled in a little bit, I think she's a little bit more confident now, so I think we'll go ahead and take her as a mate. We'll keep her name as Ash. And I think we'll go ahead and proceed to winter. It feels like it's pretty much already winter, but we'll go ahead and start marking some territory. And we are just going to mark everywhere. We are not going to, we are not going to be super choosy with where we put our territory. Oh, did she eat? Yes, okay. We're not going to be super choosy of where we put our territory. We're just going to put it everywhere. Because I like to, with a lot of my wolves, make these pretty hexes. But I think Igneous just wants to claim everything that he can. So we're going to do that. And if we have to push Devil's Den out of their territory, then, well, we gotta push Devil's Den out of their territory. You know, with most of my wolves, when we steal territory, we like to sneakily pee and claim some territory that way. But Igneous is not scared. Also, there's something interesting over here I need to look at. What is this? I don't think I've seen this. Be bear aware. Always store the following items in the bear-resistant storage lockers when not actively using them. All scented items including food, canned and bottled items, candy, wait, hold on. Candy, chewing gum, personal hygiene items, soaps, and pet food, ice chests and coolers. Never leave food in your tent or car, leave food unattended on your picnic table, use something. I don't know what that says. Never approach or feed a bear. Please keep a clean campsite. Take your garbage to the dumpster. Often help keep bears wild. Thank you. Ooh. It looks like a campsite here. Is there are these all the same? I think so. There's some bison, some picnic tables. Is this like, what is this? Like a little check-in area or like a bathroom or something? That's fun. It's like a little camping ground. And it looks like there's a couple little like circles here. Wow, there's a lot over here. Okay, and there's like a sign here, I think. There's stuff for, okay, register. Tower Fall Campground. Oh, and we got an achievement. Human Den Sites. Campground sign. Tower Fall Campground. Campground closed. Does it say why? I can't get the snow off of it, but I assume for unusually high wolf activity like this one. But yeah, that's fun. We found the campgrounds. Where are they exactly? Okay, they're up here, not too far from the general store. They're like across the, or I guess if the general store's here, they're not across, they're across the road, I guess. So that's fun. But let us continue stealing this territory. Igneous is not afraid to just howl in enemy territory, because I think he kind of wants them to come, so he can rub it in their faces that he is stealing their territory. I think Igneous likes a good fight. Let's keep howling until the hex, is unclaimed. Alright, and then we can pee and mark our hex. And we're not gonna boost any of them just yet. I think right now we are just focused on getting as much territory as possible. We definitely will want Tower Fall in our territory, that's for sure. Here's our lynx friend. I was gonna top off a little bit on food here, but there do be a cat on our carcass. So let's chase this off really quick. It's a big bird. It's almost as big as the lynx. And there it goes. Go ahead and top off and then we can continue marking. We've got quite a bit going on here. I want to try and get as much of unclaimed territory as we feasibly can. I want to start out with like a huge territory. So I want to try and get as much unclaimed land as possible, and then I also want to try and extend up here, up in the north where we're wanting to settle more. But just a quick little top off. Neither of us were really that hungry. We're mostly just tired, but I want to claim as much territory as possible before we sleep or move on to the den quest. Oh, we've gotten enough hexes to go ahead and name our pack the Dragon Pack. I think we're going to stay here for now and keep marking. Once we've gotten a much more significant portion of the unclaimed land here, I think then we'll move on to find a den, and then we'll head up, maybe claim a little bit more of the Devil's Den territory then, but I think first we're going to continue here with this unclaimed land and get as much of it as we can before the other packs take it over. We are getting very close to our first litter of pups. Oh, a hex invasion. Looks like it's over here, which I think might be where we want to put our den, so we'll have to check that out. I think we've got like 3 more hexes to mark. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of stamina to deal with a hex invasion, but I would have liked to have completed this so that we could move on to the next quest and then fortify the territory a bit when we have our bars reset, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to go deal with a little bit of an invasion, but I guess we can see if we can fortify some hexes along the way, if it's been long enough for us to remark them. But let's grab these last 3 hexes and then we'll head over there. It's a pretty waterfall. This is, I think, Quartz Creek coming into the Yellowstone River. It's got a nice pretty waterfall, and then I think most of the creek is frozen over. Looks like there's some rougher water here where it enters in. It's kind of neat little spot. There's a fun den. Looks like a piece of like some... Well, it looks more like a piece of driftwood than just a fallen tree, but I think it's just fallen from, because I think this is the stump, but something about the way that the bark is peeling. It almost looks more like a piece of driftwood, but looks like a nice fallen tree den. It's kind of nice, but I do have a den in mind, so... But I do think there's potential for us trying out other dens throughout this this pack, since we do want to have quite a large territory. Ooh, that moose just came right over that hill very ominously. Whoa. It's an interesting ridge here. Where are we exactly? Oh, we are right by Specimen Ridge. But there is potential for us to move around our dens from time to time, since we are wanting to maintain such a large territory. I think I could see Igneous wanting to kind of secure our hold on the area by kind of being a little bit more mobile. But I could also see him maybe having a few favorite dens as well, so we'll see what we end up using the most. Alright, let's go ahead and head to this hex invasion and maybe mark some hexes along the way if it'll let us. Because I don't want to have to sit there and howl, so I'll only remark if it'll let us redo the scent posts. But I know sometimes it'll be like, you have to wait like 4 hours. And I don't know exactly how long 4 in-game hours are in real time, so I don't know when it'll let us mark. But we can try and fortify these hexes, because there's so much territory. We're probably not going to be able to keep all of it in the beginning, but it's still kind of fun to claim just this huge section of land here. I don't do that very often in WolfQuest. Okay, it did let me reinforce some hexes. I think we're gonna do a pack rally. It looks like the invasion has moved over to this hex. They've already claimed this one. We'll want that back. I want Towerfall in our territory for sure. But I think we'll do a howl. That might also boost our territory a little bit, so hopefully that'll be good, but we'll do a rally to prepare for this fight, and then we'll go in. That did boost our territory a little bit. Let's go ahead and get this fight done. And then maybe we can steal back. Oh, maybe they're not going to that X. Where are they exactly? I keep hitting in. I don't know. They were just here. Are they claiming that? Did we have that hex before? Here we are. Oh, is it literally just only the 2 of you? Well, in that case, this will be easy. We're gonna target this old wolf here. And we're probably gonna kill him. We don't really have the stamina for it, but if there's only 2 of them, we don't have to worry as much about avoiding their attacks, getting dogpiled by them. The stamina isn't as much of a concern, but it'll still be a little slower than I'd like, but this is a lot more doable than that last fight. But let's go ahead and knock this guy out. He's being a bit of a coward here. He's not even that low yet. Oh, and they're fleeing. But I think I'm gonna try and go for this guy. Especially if Ash will help us. Let's lock onto him since they're not attacking anymore. Oh, well, now they're back on the aggressive because I bit him, but still, Ash is still helping us. We've almost got him. He's gonna try and run us through the bison. Come on, you're not getting away from this. Your pack has been a nuisance to me since I got here. I will not stand for it anymore. And if you're going to be competition for me, then, I mean, hey, I want your territory, so if I have to kill you to get it, I'm not afraid to do that. And there we go. I think I want to reclaim that hex really quickly because that's a very key hex for us. And then we will move on to the next quest, to the Find a Den quest. But we'll see how things go for Devil's Den now that we have taken down their male lead. We'll see if Miss Devil finds a new pack leader, or if they end up disbanding, or if she ends up stepping down for another wolf to take over. But regardless, we will definitely be in a lot of competition with Devil's Den here. If they don't disband, well, we're gonna want their territory. We're gonna be pushing them out of their territory, probably. And if they do disband, then, well, more room for us. Alright, we have reclaimed our hex. I think we're gonna go ahead and progress to the next mission. I still want to clean up our territory. It's definitely not going to be as pretty as our other packs. I think the Dragon Pack territory is going to be a bit everywhere. But I do want to steal a bit more Devil's Den territory, but I think we'll move on to the next quest for now. Get everything reset here. Oh, I love the Find a Den music. And then we can maybe boost our territory a little bit. We might want to reinforce some hexes, and then also, yeah, I want to steal some Devil's Den hexes as well. To prepare. I think we'll grab these 3 hexes really quickly since they are kind of cut off from the rest of their territory anyways. And then we'll start expanding out more and reinforcing the territory we have as well. I don't know how long this episode will be yet, just because if it is a little bit on the shorter side, it is going to take a little while longer to record, since I'm doing a lot of territory marking, but a lot of it's going to end up getting cut from the video because it's just footage of me peeing everywhere. So this might end up being a bit of a shorter episode, just because I have to record a lot longer, but hopefully this episode will still be pretty exciting. We're finally establishing the Dragon Pack. We've explored for quite a while, and now we're finally putting down our roots. And and starting Igneous's takeover plan. I don't necessarily intend for this to be like a challenge pack of like take over the whole territory, especially with Tower Fall being quite a large territory. So I don't intend for it to be like like an actual challenge kind of thing. But I do think it is a big goal of Igneous's to eventually take over the whole map. Look at the size difference between Igneous and Ash. Igneous is a huge wolf, that is for sure. But yeah, I definitely think it's definitely a big goal of his to one day take over the entire map. But it's also not a set challenge, so we'll see what happens in the gameplay. It should be very interesting nonetheless. He is definitely a much more aggressive wolf than my other wolves. And I also feel like his parenting style might be very different from my other wolves. My other wolves are very protective of their pups. And don't get me wrong, Igneous will probably be fairly protective as well, but I think he's also going to be a lot more likely to... I think he's going to be a lot less likely to spend much time grieving, and I think he's going to be a lot less likely to pull out of a fight to protect his pups when we get to, like, young hunters. I think he's very much going to want the strongest of his pups to survive, and, he's not going to just leave his pups to the predators to take. He is going to still be protective of his family, but I don't think he's going to be nearly as cautious when it comes to fighting in hostile territory. So there is potential for for a lot more losses to happen in the young hunters stage than in some of the earlier stages. So we'll have to see how that goes. It does sound like they are either in this hex or they're in the hex that we're about to run into. So we might have a fight ahead of us. I think Ash is ready though, and Igneous is definitely ready. So we'll see what happens here. We're gonna howl, and that'll probably draw them over to us, but Igneous is not afraid to fight. Well, it sounds like they're back that way. So they might have been in the hex we just claimed. So I don't know if they're heading this way or if they're going to head back to the rest of their territory. They might be a bit afraid of us after what we did. It looks like Miss Devil is still the leader. It looks like they're still here. But we'll see what happens with them. Oh, that howl sounds close. Are they like, oh, they're right here. Well, hello there. Are you guys gonna try and take your territory back? Or are you gonna be smart and leave before I do what I did to your father to you? Are you gonna be smart? Are you trying to sneak up behind me? I'm not afraid to kill if I need to. You guys of all wolves should know that. Come on. I will kill you if I need to kill you. Hey, get off of her. Get out of here. Who should I target here? Should I target Miss Mange again? Or should I target this pup? definitely go down in health a lot quicker. But they're also a lot more protective of her, so when there's a lot of wolves, sometimes it's a little harder to go for the pups because the other wolves will jump you. I might go for this guy that I targeted first. I think he's the lowest. Oh, that was interesting. Whoa, what was that? Oh, they have the same coat. That's interesting, except I think his is the non-mange version and hers has the mange. Oh, I meant to bite him. It's the downside of not targeting, but then I can't maneuver as well. I'm biting her. Who's lower, her or him? She might actually be lower now. I think I might actually go for her. She's also limping. Sheesh, it is hard to see what's going on when there's so many of them. Oh, and a thunderstorm. Keep an eye on Ash. She's getting low. I might have to resort to typical scare tactics if I can't keep biting. It is hard to keep biting when there's multiple wolves. They will gang pile you. Gosh, this pup is very stubborn. And Ash is getting low. Well, she is helping me there, though. If they start fleeing, then I'll probably let them go without trying to get the kill, because I want to prioritize getting Ash out of here as soon as we can, so once they start fleeing... There we go. I don't want to risk them turning on us again. But we did get them out of our territory, so we can go and potentially claim our den now, and probably also claim a lot of their territory without a lot of fight, since we have already chased them off. Alright, let's go ahead and claim some more territory. Ooh, the ice cream cone. I have not found this yet. Let's check this out real quick. Is this what direction? Okay, so I don't know if this is in this hex or a different hex, but I suppose we can mark, I think it might be in the next hex, and then we can mark that too while we're there, but I want to go find this. Oh, watch out for that. I want to go find this ice cream cone. What am I? Oh, it's the bear. I was like, what am I hearing? Watch off the coyotes. Yep, it's in another hex, but it also looks like it's in the same direction as the scent post, so that's good. That's helpful for us. Oh, and here it is. The ice cream cone. This thing is huge. It looks better than it tastes. Tower cone. That's funny. Oh my gosh, where is this? This is like all the way to the, what is this, east? No, this is to the, all the way to the west. I never eat soggy waffles. I always forget, but this is the west. But it's all the way to the west here. But, yeah, that's interesting. Anyways, let's get, back to our marking. I had the recording paused, but, it looks like we might have company, and it looks like it's this hex, maybe, that we're in right now. But, Ash is still at no health, so I think we're gonna have to move on from this, but, I thought it'd be safe to do this with a recording pause to save some space, because I didn't think Devil's Den would confront us after we chased them off already, but it seems like we might still be in danger of confrontation, but, Ash doesn't really have the health for that, and this is kind of just bonus territory anyways. I'm just really hoping that they don't put their home hex here, even though it's not too close to our den. I just want to keep them as far away as possible. So I don't like that they are trying to reclaim their territory here, but I am going to still keep stealing it. Because I want... Yeah, I think it's that hex. I want to keep our den pretty secure and not just have no border between our territory and their, or have no border between our den and their territory. So I'm gonna keep claiming, but if we do see wolves, we are going to have to stop and go ahead and claim the den. Because Ash is very low on health, and, yeah, I don't think Igneous really wants to risk losing his mate. Oh, we ran past the signpost. I don't think Igneous really wants to risk losing his mate when we are this close to having pups. I was just going to claim this whole area here. So we'll go ahead and claim these hexes while they're distracted over here, maybe, but, we are probably going to be losing the hex that we just marked, and potentially a few extra. And also, I know now that I'm not safe to pause the recording and not get attacked. Alright, we have claimed, I think, about as much as we're gonna need to for now, so I think we're gonna go ahead and head to our den, maybe reinforce a little bit of territory along the way, but I think we're mainly just gonna want to finish off this part of the quest, and I think we can worry about reinforcing territory a little bit more once the pups are here and once Ash is healed, but, and I think if you haven't guessed what den we're getting yet, I think it's definitely going to be a fun one. But let's go ahead and get there. I just happened to look at the map, and I didn't realize how badly we've just scuffed Devil's Den's territory. Floating Island is also very small, but we didn't do that to them. Devil's Den, however, we did just claim, like, this whole chunk, so, we have kind of screwed them over a little bit. They might end up expanding a little elsewhere. But it looks like Bumpus Butte is... I think we're the biggest pack on the map at the moment, but Bumpus Butte is, I think, one of the stronger packs, which makes sense. It is a pack that did manage to chase us out, much easier than Devil's Den ever could. We ran from Devil's Den a couple times, but, we never really got a good look at Bumpus Butte territory, but yeah, if you haven't guessed what den we're going for, we are going to be going for the Basalt Den. Let's go ahead and claim it. I think we're gonna call this, I think the, like, technical name for it is, like, the Basalt Hexagon Den. I think I'm gonna call it the Basalt Lair, since it's the Dragon Pack. The Basalt Lair Den. Oh, we're gonna get to see, I think we gotta do age perks, yep. So let's go ahead. I don't think Igneous is really gonna be a fun parent. He's very stern. He's definitely gonna want youthful prowess. I think strength. We're already pretty good, because we have a lot of strength, but I want, I definitely want Igneous to be like a beast. So I think we want strength. Health could be good as well, since we get in a lot of fights, but I haven't really struggled much with Igneous's health. I think we're gonna go for stamina, because that is something that I think he is a little weak in, that it might be nice to balance out. Speed, we're also very slow, but I don't think we've had as much issue with speed either. I think it's mainly stamina that we have struggled with a bit. And then I want to get as much of a boost to strength as we can, and then obviously youthful prowess, that has Igneous's name all over it. We'll go ahead and advance. How many pups do we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we won't get the achievement for 6 pups at the Hexagon Den, but we have 5 pups. Not bad. Not bad at all. Looks like we've got 3 males and 2 females. Let's go ahead and get a look at what they look like. Also, how's our territory faring? Oh my gosh, and of course Devil's Den puts their home hex like right on the border with our territory instead of down here. We're probably gonna have a lot of fighting with them, but Miss Devil is still holding strong as leader. I don't know if she's found a new mate yet, or if, like in the downtime, or if it'll just be her, but I mean, she has a den site, so I would think that means that she has another mate. But I guess we'll have to see. But let's first focus on our pups, because I am very excited to see what the first pups of the Dragon Pack look like. We've got 1841M is first, and looks like he's got a brown coat here, a kind of dark brown coat. 1838M, a more dark gray, blackish coat. 1842M, ooh, it looks like a lighter coat, a nice sandy coat. All the boys are coming out first. Then we've got 1840F, our first girl. Looks like she's got a lighter brown coat. And our last pup, 1839F. Ooh, it looks like a more saturated brown coat here. Got kind of a gingery tan kind of brown. Oh, nice. Very cute. I don't know if I've seen a coat quite like that. It's very saturated for the lighter coats. So it'll be interesting to see how she turns out. Looks like 1841 looks the most like Igneous, but we'll see if that changes when they get older. They're so cute. A very wide range of coats here. So yeah, I'm very excited to see how they turn out. Do we have any runts? They look pretty close in weight. It looks like our biggest here is 1841M, and then our next is 1840F. Our smallest is 1842M. I don't think we have a runt. Yeah, no. What are their stats as well? Got 0 strength, -1 stamina, -1 speed, 2 health. 0 strength, 0 stamina, -1 speed, 1 health. The same for both of these two, both of the girls. -2 speed, 2 health, -2 speed, 2 health, -1 stamina, 1 strength. So they all have 2, or no, they don't all have 2 health. The girls have 1 health, all the boys have 2 health. So they are a very, very healthy litter. That'll be good. Hopefully that means sickness won't be as much of an issue for this pack. They've got some really good health. That doesn't guarantee anything, but Hopefully they'll do well, and then become young hunters. The higher health will probably also help them with all of the fighting that Igneous insists on doing, but I'm very excited to see where this goes. Our territory will need some markings soon, but we don't have to maintain everything, but we have got definitely a great start here. But we'll probably want to do a hunt as well, but we probably want to go down south to hunt maybe, to mark a little bit, but I think that is going to be where we end the episode. So definitely leave some name suggestions down in the comments. I don't think I will name them. It might be interesting. Let me know what you guys think about Igneous potentially naming the pups a lot later. I have had a few people say that I should wait to name the pups to get a better look at their personalities, but I've always preferred naming them early, so if they do get killed off kind of early, they don't just die as a set of numbers. But Igneous is not quite as sentimental as our other wolves. So if we want a pack where we wait until the young hunter's quest to name pups, I would not be opposed to that, depending on how you guys feel about it. So be sure to let me know in the comments if you think we should wait to name the Dragon Pack pups till later. But that's where we're gonna end the episode. So thank you guys so much for watching. See you in the next episode. Goodbye.